Hey guys, I'm Common Rider Silver, and today we are going to be doing a very special double review on the Marusan ZIMELLA figures. So ZIMELLA is a creature I only became aware of in the last few months. I've been seeing Marusan doing these pop-ups, and he had this really big, awesome looking kaiju, and I was so curious as to what exactly that was. So I started doing some digging, and I found out that ZIMELLA is a original character made by Marusan, and he has a few different forms. So I went hunting down those forms of figures, and I've got two of them here for you today that we're going to take a look at. So let's get right into it. Let's first take a look at the smaller version of ZIMELLA. To my knowledge, this version and the large one are not different creatures, nor are they different versions of the creature. It's just, I think, how Marusan interpreted him at the time. Let's first take a look at the box, shall we? This is the box, and it's really darn cool. You've got some awesome art here on the front. You've got a little description here on the side of kind of what ZIMELLA is from. He's from this Teteros line of kind of big monsters and big robots and vehicles like that. It's a Marusan original, like I said, so this is kind of got its own lore to itself. And on this side, you've got, this is the same description that's right here, and you've got a little read up on ZIMELLA. I'll put this on the screen right now and you can pause it. But basically, ZIMELLA is, or sometimes written as Jamira, he is a large lizard-like creature with a scorpion-esque tail, and he can shoot electricity, and he's, we'll see later, he's kind of from a Jurassic period. I don't know. I think they've changed the story a little since then, but in a nutshell, ZIMELLA is this electric lizard, and he is so cool. I got this from Vicious Fun Toys, and here he is. This is a real cool vinyl. I love any kaiju that's kind of against the ground, kind of dragging across the ground, and this fits the bill entirely. It's got a cool little like bearded dragon-esque crest right here that's just kind of painted in. Cool tongue. These really nice translucent spikes on the back. Coming over to the tail, I really love this gradient from translucent to brown on all of the nails, and these are all translucent. They've all got a little bit of transparency to them. That is so cool. Even these ones on the elbow, that is so cool. So this figure is quite a bit older now. I think this is, oh gosh, it doesn't say anywhere on the box, but from what I've been able to infer, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, this is from the early 2000s, I believe. This looks like it's yellowed, but from what I've heard, this is just how it originally came, and this has been inside the box new. So this is just kind of this opaque plastic. And if you buy the old version that comes in the box, you get a separate tail. You get a tail that's just outstretched in the non-attack position. He only puts the scorpion tail up when he's about to shoot some electricity from this tip, but you also get this one. They both came detached in the box, and I just heated this one up on the end like this, made it nice and malleable, and then I just stuck it right in. So I'm going to be keeping the curved tail on here. Just, it looks cooler, it's in the attack position, and it's easier to display on the shelf. But it is so awesome that you get this extra tail. The new reprint of this figure, it's two separate figures. You buy one with the curved tail, or you buy one with the outstretched tail. You don't get both like you used to. So that's why I chose to get the old version of this. And luckily, I was able to track it down from Vicious Fun. You've got a little bit of articulation, you know, standard Sofubi. Got some arms right here. Got some legs right here. And you've got a nice twist at the tail. And just beautiful paint on this through and through. Real nice subtle shading around the head, around the arms, and real nice attention to detail with missing the parts that they wanted to keep translucent. I really do like this figure. He reminds me a lot of this Lumodon figure from Monstrous Minds on Instagram. Very much a kind of sea creature lizard, Nessie, Loch Ness monster. I don't know, I'm just throwing out a bunch of buzzwords, but he reminds me of that a lot. So that is really cool. Now it's time for the big ZIMELLA. This is a newer figure. This was created recently, and I bought this from the Monster Patrol's Marusan pop-up online. They had an in-person event where Marusan Kaminga came and sold figures and signed them, and they took the extras from that pop-up and put them online. I painstakingly had to wait like 2 weeks for them to come up, and I was so afraid I was not going to be able to catch one of these ZIMELLAs, but I was absolutely able to get one, and oh my gosh, this figure is so amazing. Like I said, I don't think that this is like an evolved version of ZIMELLA or a different version. I just think that they kind of interpreted him differently for a newer and more updated design. He's upright now. He's got larger spines. He's got more of a, I don't want to say Godzilla design, but he's got more of a Godzilla-esque design. You can't tell me that this head right here isn't a little bit like Godzilla. But this is just such a cool figure. It's consistent with the one I just showed you, so it definitely is the same creature. You've got all these awesome translucent-like spines, and as you're going to see in a bit, these are not actually translucent. You've got the blue, you've got the shading in between the creases, you've got the head that has all the little spines, and it's the same monster. I love this dorsal fin in the back. It's really smooth, and I'm showing off the feature already. And then you've got the tail, and it comes up, and you've got the fin like on the other one. But this one just, I don't know, there's something about the sculpt that is so nice and so sharp. I just really, really love it. Also has articulation in the arms, in the legs, and in the tail. Can't quite get it in full 360, but it is so cool, and it's a huge, huge figure, clocking in at about 11 inches. This is the card that ZIMELLA came with, ZIMELLA 450, and I love the picture right here on the front. That is cool. Marusan, and on the back here you can see this is more of a Jurassic theme, I believe they've said, and honestly I can't tell you which one is ZIMELLA. I think he's this one right here. I think that's supposed to be ZIMELLA, but this is a really cool Maruman series. This is his own series of kaijus. This ZIMELLA reminds me a lot of Gomez from Ultraman. You can really kind of see the similarities here. Godzilla-esque monster with a tail that has kind of a fork on the end of it, kind of a, kind of a fin. So it definitely reminds me a lot of Gomez. Now let me show you this guy's feature. ZIMELLA is glow in the dark. I'm sure you could already start to see that in the review, but this is cast in a glow-in-the-dark vinyl, and it's painted over, and they've just masked off the areas where they wanted the shine to come through, but you can kind of see it in all of the figure. It's kind of just bleeding through, and I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it's a really cool effect, and just it really shows off ZIMELLA's power, and he's just radiating this electricity. And I believe if you buy the smaller ZIMELLAs that I had shown you before, their re-releases, they are also glow in the dark. So that is such a cool feature. It fades a little fast, but it's super awesome. A couple of quick comparisons with my only other Marusan figures. Here is the ZIMELLAs next to Guilala. I love Guilala. It's one of my favorite kaiju designs that's not in the Tohuverse. And here is another glow-in-the-dark Marusan figure. Godzilla 1995, Cherry Blossom. There's just something about the feel to a Marusan figure that's just so nice. If you get the chance to buy one of these awesome figures or any Marusan figure at a good price, I definitely would do it. They're a little hard to come by. Marusan's been doing a lot of pop-ups, so if you're able to get to a Marusan pop-up, or if you're able to go to a toy show that has them, or get them on Mandarake or Monster Patrol Toys, there's a couple different resources that you can use to search for these figures. They're not impossible to get. Once I set my mind on it, I was able to get these guys in a matter of months. I would definitely take the chance to purchase one. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!